Chairman Reapy, trustees, honored guests, families, alumni, and friends, it is my great privilege to welcome you to the 253rd commencement of the University of Pennsylvania. Please join me in congratulating the graduates of the great class of 2009. Ray Furman, Penn class of 1934, is also here celebrating his 75th reunion. Let's hear it for Ray and all returning Penn alumni. Graduates, you have passed your exams, and I hear you've survived Walnut Walk. But just when you were putting your final exams and dissertations behind you, a global economic crisis confronts you with an exam even tougher, maybe the toughest test of your lifetimes. So what's the test question? Will I find a job? Well, finding a job will be a bigger challenge, I think you've noticed, than you probably bargained for. But it won't be the toughest test you'll take. Pretty soon, every one of you will have landed a job, if not a spot in postgraduate school. No, the toughest test you, I, and all of us face boils down to one overarching question. And there's no correct answer to this question, or at least not one correct answer. And the question is, what matters most to me? When economic bubbles burst, individuals and institutions alike need to focus all the more and very keenly on what matters most to them. A pessimist, Winston Churchill remarked, sees difficulty in every opportunity, while the optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. But you don't need to be an optimist to make the most out of a tough situation. You do need to be broadly educated, to figure out what truly matters most in life, and to pursue it. So if you want to find out who you truly are and where you're going in life, ask yourself, what really matters most to me? In my own life, family and friends have always come first. When I became Penn's president in 2004, I made the most of the opportunity, gaining thousands of new friends, my extended Penn family. Graduates, be sure to demonstrate how much your family and friends mean to you in some small way, each and every day. So let's seize this moment to thank all the parents, grandparents, siblings, spouses, partners, and friends here today with a great Penn round of applause. When I ask what else matters most in my life, my thoughts quickly turn to Penn and higher education. I find it not only satisfying, but truly thrilling to be educating the most creative minds to make the maximum possible difference in our world. Genius, Wittgenstein said, is talent exercised with courage. By combining intellectual talent with a bold spirit, you will be courageous enough to pursue what matters most to you. It takes talent and courage to teach for America and devote yourself full-time to transforming young lives. It takes talent and courage to expand microfinance in impoverished communities, and to empower women so they can support their families and give their children a far brighter future than they ever imagined. It takes talent and courage to pursue breakthroughs in healthcare and to serve the world's poorest populations, some of them right here in our own communities. And it takes talent and courage to branch out beyond traditional roles and career paths and to follow the road less traveled. I don't see any of you, none of you, forever following a single straight and narrow path to maximum security, which has a ring of prison about it. Rather, I see all of you taking the road less traveled to a far more satisfying life. You won't find the road less traveled on any roadmap because it is waiting for you to determine its direction and then to blaze its path. Where will your road lead you? Perhaps it will lead you to create a groundbreaking work of art that expands the frontiers of human understanding. Perhaps it will lead you to discover an elusive cure for a disease, a way to alleviate world hunger, to reduce political strife, to put our economy on firmer ground, and to sustain our planet. Penn's dedicated faculty has educated you to be successful in the world of work. But we have educated you not only or primarily to be so successful. We have also empowered you to ask yourselves and answer the most fundamental question in anyone's life: what matters most? How you answer this question has never mattered more than it does today. The mind, Milton wrote in Paradise Lost, is its own place. It can make a heaven a hell, or it can make a hell of heaven. Over the past 4 years, I have been as proud as a parent that you have made the most of your time at Penn, which you and I know to be the nearest approximation of heaven here on earth. We have marveled at your courage. You have never been afraid to take risks. From the moment you arrived on campus, whoops. Right up to this moment, you seized every opportunity to make the mistakes you always dreamed of making. We recover from our mistakes. Tell me, graduates, tell me. Now I ask you, how did that last chance to cuddle at Smokes work out for you? In all seriousness, you definitely are ready to make the most of this moment in your lives and in human history. Seize this moment as the consummate opportunity to pursue what matters most in life. I urge you to start now, because now will never come again. And if you do, you will enjoy the longest and happiest lives in Penn and human history. You will also return to Penn in droves for a glorious 75th class reunion in 2084. And when you process behind your class of 2009 flag with a smile on your face, and like Ray, with a spring in your step, just remember this. On a glorious, an absolutely glorious day, on Franklin Field, way back in 2009, you promised yourself what we wish for all of you: a lifetime of true happiness and many, many happy returns to Penn. Bravo, class of 2009, and Godspeed.